how's it going? I'm officially on vacation right now, and well, it's first day. I had 2 days off for my weekend, and I am bored out of my mind. So I figured, what the hell? Let's just do a little splicing. So I had a little bit of that Samsung Tenex 8mm sitting in the shop. And I'm just going through my fids. Hold on here. Where the hell are you? 5/16s. There we go. Okay. So we got that. And lid. Now for my little handy dandy little string here. And let me start off by saying I am not certified to do this. I've never gotten my stuff tested at Samsung or any other place. I found some instructions online on Samsung.com, and if you're gonna splice yourself, you're gonna have to go and follow those written instructions, not this video. This is just pure entertainment, and I'm bored and I need to be doing stuff. So this is that is, okay? So you are warned. If anything happens, I am not responsible. This is totally up to yourself to get this right. So what we need is a few things, okay? So you got a Sailmaker's push thingy, some whipping twine, bunch of needles. I broke my Sailmaker needle, so it's gonna be kind of a bitch, I think, but we'll figure that out later. And here is that Samsung 10X. Now what I like about it is that it's, you know, if you push it, it opens the fibers up, and you can splice this super easily, and it's very, very simple to use. I should have prepped better. As Mom always said, should prep. Boy Scouts forever. Sorry, dudes, taking the tape off here. What the fuck? Oh, and it's rated R now. So what we're gonna do is a Class II Eye Splice on the 10X 8mm. I'm gonna go like this, which makes the marking a little easier. What's with all this shit everywhere? Oh, so much equipment and stuff. Okay, so you're gonna take your fid and you're gonna mark one fid length. Where'd my good marker go? You're gonna mark one fid length. Boop. Okay. From mark number 1, we're gonna go one length and 2 lengths. Okay. Get over here, fid. So about, well, right there, mark number 2, and you can see what I'm doing here. I marked the first mark right at the point of the fid, and then I do an extra little, mark, so I know that that's mark number 2. Okay. Now I wanna make a little bit bigger splice, a little bit bigger loop, because I'm going to use this for the backbone, the notch backbone. And so mark number 3 will be, where that rope's going to go back into the center of the rope itself, and will ultimately determine where your loop's going to be. See, so I want it about this big, and that's about, let's make it an even 10. Let's be anal about this today. Yeah, we're at a 10. So mark number 3 is going to be made there. That's mark number 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now from mark number 3, we're going to go 4 fid lengths, and I'm gonna fucking do this again. Hold that thing back, Ben. Okay, so I'm gonna take that fit again, and I'm gonna mark measure 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's mark number 4 right here. So we're gonna again mark it right at the. Hold on, I'm looking at my phone. Make sure the GoPro can see what I'm doing here. So right there, I'm gonna mark 4 little marks on the rope, so I know what the hell I'm doing there later. Now, the important part is gonna be, and this is basically what determines a good splice versus a bad splice. At mark number 1, we're gonna mark perpendicular strands. Is that right word? We're going to mark the strands that we're going to remove so we get a nice taper. And you start at your mark and you mark the strands that are next to each other, and then you skip a strand and you do 2 more marks like so. You skip one and you make 2 more marks. Okay, so it looks kind of something like this. You see what I'm saying? So you got your number 1 fit mark, and then you pick the 2 strands above it, you skip 1 strand above it, you mark 2 more strands, and so forth. So you do 6 strands total. This is pretty important because if you don't taper it the right way, it's not going to sit right, and it can move, and it becomes kind of a pain in the butt to feed it through. So what we're doing now is I'm going to just cut the end that has the tape on it. If I had some sharp scissors, that would be nice. And then all I'm going to do, because in the instruction it says to do this later, after you do it, but I've kind of found that if you do it now, that taper really helps to feed it through easier. So I just take the scissors at the marks. Hold on. And come here, microphone. There you go. So yeah, I'll just take the marks and insert the scissor in just that 1 loop and pull, or a strand, and pull a loop out like that. And then all you do is just pull it out all the way to there. And then you take the next one and so forth and so on. And that's just very simple stuff. No need to explain more about that. Okay, so you take all your marked strands out, and so basically the taper is going to be like a 6 strand instead of a 12 strand, and half the diameter of the rope itself. Okay, so take all this shit out like that. Okay, you can see the difference. And then you simply cut the excess off, like here. You want to do that pretty close to the actual rope, so you don't have a bunch of stuff sticking out, because that can get hung up in the splicing process and could make it more difficult for you than necessary. Okay, so you got this. That's what you're left with. Yes, you can, like this. Now I'm going to take the end and put a little bit of tape on it. Any tape works, but I just happen to have some electrical tape left over. And well, you want to tape that very tight with a little bit of a point to it, like so. because the fid has a little insert, a little hole. You just put that tape right in there. And then I like to tape it back to the fid itself. Now you want to make sure that you get that as smooth as possible, your tape, because we're going to insert it through the center or the core of that rope, and if there's anything in the way, you're going to get hung up and it becomes a pain in the ass. Okay, so this is what we got. We're going to find mark number 3 right here. Here's mark number 3. I'm going to push this together a little, like, just loosen it up, and I'm going to insert the fid right at that mark. Okay, now this fid is a little messed up because some dumbass used pliers to try and pull it out, and that's not helpful at all. So I don't know who's watching this. I like splicing better because the splice is going to maintain the strength of the rope a lot better. It's a lot stronger than knots, for those who don't know that yet. According to Samson, this splice will maintain 90 to 100% of the original strength of the line. Okay, that's important to know. So I'm just feeding it all the way through till mark number 4. Where the hell is that? That's right here. Okay, so we got a little bit more to go. You can hear that line getting hung up on that scratchy fid. Okay, so now we're at mark number 4, right? And you just simply exit your fid. Okay, and you gently pull everything out, because if you pull too hard, it's going to come off the fid. Okay, now just simply cut the rope off, or cut the fid off the rope. Okay, and then you want to line. So here's like mark number 2 and mark number 3. So I'm going to pull on this end some more. Hold on, gotta do it this way. Okay, just a little, until these 2 marks line up right here. Okay, and then you want to hold it kind of tight, right? Because otherwise it moves. And now you can see that all this stuff is like pretty bunched up. This is the tail end, and we're gonna bury that tail back into the line, like so. Okay, you want to get it nicely dressed, pretty tight. Okay, got that all organized. Now technically this will never go anywhere unless you like put some retarded forces on it, and it'd probably break before that rope feeds itself back out. Okay, now the step that we need to finish with is lock stitching, and therefore we need a needle. I just had to make sure I was going to do this right, because this is a very important part of the whole process. So we're going to lock stitch this, and you want to start off at the throat of the splice, as close as you can, and we insert it. Who the fuck is bothering me right now? Seriously, I'm in the middle of something. Unreal. So pull that through. Okay, and then what you want to do is skip 2 strands and feed it back through. Okay, like so. Okay, and then repeat. Skip 2 strands, 1, 2. And you want to try to get it as straight as you can, of course. like so, and back through, like so, like so. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. I'll do 5 of those. Yes, like that. One more time for good luck. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go back down the opposite side. Not necessary, but I will do that just because I have a lot of extra twine here. It'll make that, it'll make it a little stiffer too. The idea, you're pushing everything away from each other. So, I mean, I don't know why, but I love working with this product because it's like the easiest rope construction to use to splice. And that would be it. We're done with that. Cut that off. Didn't even need the sailmaker thing. Oh god. Over here. Okay. Because this rope is so loose. It's very simple, very easy to use. Yeah, so there you have it. Like I said, I'm gonna make a spider leg for my notch backbone with this, and you know, have a nice long leg with a little splice on it. Maybe maybe I won't need that, but now I have an idea. Make an adjustable one. That'll be next time. All right, thanks for watching. Like I said, I am not certified to do this. I did not get this tested, so therefore just watch this for pure entertainment purposes only. Maybe a little guideline for the paperwork that or the instructions on Samson.com, SamsonRope.com, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. There'll be more to come because I have a couple more days off, and yeah, I'm bored out of my mind. Just bored. All right, see you guys later. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you're into. Good luck with the in-laws, and have fun.